There is a certain kind of person standing in a crowded room, yet feeling like they're slightly outside the world. They don't talk much. They don't compete for attention. They don't try to prove anything. And because of that, they are often misunderstood. Today, I want to share with you some little-known truths about the psychology of quiet people. You might recognize yourself in this. Quiet people are not silent because they have nothing to say. In fact, they usually think more than most people. Before they speak, there's a filter in their mind. Is this necessary? Could this hurt someone? Would silence be better? So they keep a lot inside. What you see is silence. But what exists within them is a rich inner world, constantly moving. There is a quiet fear that quiet people rarely talk about. The fear of being misunderstood. They know that a slightly wrong tone or the wrong timing can turn good intentions into something cold or careless. So they choose silence, not because they lack opinions, but because they don't want to spend an entire evening explaining a sentence that was misunderstood. For them, silence is sometimes the safest way to keep things intact. Here's something few people notice. Quiet people have very strong inner dialogue. They replay past conversations. They analyze what they said or didn't say. They imagine conversations that never actually happened. On the outside, they're calm and quiet. But inside, it can be louder than any crowd. And sometimes, their exhaustion doesn't come from the world, but from their own thoughts. Quiet people deeply dislike one thing: being forced to speak. Questions like, "Why are you so quiet? Say something. Don't be shy." To them, that's not care. It's pressure. The more they're pushed, the more they withdraw. Quiet people speak only when they truly feel ready, not when they're dragged into the spotlight. If you want them to open up, don't rush them. Just give them the feeling, "You're allowed to be quiet here." Quiet people are often seen as cold, but the truth is, they are deeply aware of the weight of words. They know a careless sentence can stay with someone for a long time, so they choose silence, not because they don't care, but because they care too much. For them, silence is sometimes the gentlest way to avoid causing pain. There's something important to remember. When a quiet person suddenly talks more, when they share freely without overthinking, when their words come naturally, it means they feel safe. They trust you. And for quiet people, trust is never given easily. So if you're someone they open up to, you hold a very special place in their life. Quiet people rarely complain. They endure quietly. They process alone. They heal themselves in silence. But don't confuse silence with being okay. Because when a quiet person finally walks away, they've usually endured long enough. And when they leave, they don't create drama. They simply disappear, very far away. There is something beautiful about how quiet people love. They don't say, "I love you" all the time. But when they love, it shows in how they observe, how they remember small details, and how they stay when things become difficult. They express love through actions, not constant words. And sometimes, people walk away from them simply because they don't hear enough "I love yous" without realizing that quiet people have been loving deeply all along. Quiet people don't need attention. They only want to be understood correctly. If you are a quiet person, please remember, your silence is not a flaw. It's depth. And if you have a quiet person in your life, cherish them. Because when they choose to stay and open up, it's never random. If this video spoke to you, consider subscribing. This channel is a quiet place for quiet minds. Are you a quiet person? Let me know in the comments. I read them,